Hello everyone and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So here is a very quick update to what's happening today. So today I decided to finally raid the store at the end of the street, and for that I needed to heal up a little bit because I was surprised by this woman that came out of nowhere. And then I had to start hitting some zombies, taking out some zombies, so yeah, out comes the Forged Iron Club, and actually I never really use this thing. Really good. The more I'm leveling up, the more I'm starting to realize, actually, maybe I should have been doing this. But that's not to say that I didn't use arrows later in the future as well. I have. It's just at the moment it's dark on the ground and I can't see the feathers, so I can't pick them up. So I just basically started fighting zombies until I ran out of zombies and I could go in and get some fairly decent loot from the place. So, yeah, it was tough going. Like I said, as soon as I started attacking, they all came pouring out the shop, which I suppose is good. Out here I can do a bit more crowd control and sort of have them go orderly. When they're all at the door, it's kind of easier to hit them, but yeah, they got alerted and they just came straight out for me. But they're shambling along nice and slowly, so I'm just able to kill them slowly. But crawlers, can never see crawlers because I don't have a light on my head. Not yet, anyway. So after killing almost all the zombies, I broke my way in and looted some really nice stuff. Just got some food, which was good for my stamina. Meat stew keeps me warm, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. At the end of the day, I got drinks, which is good. I got cash, which is good. I got energy drinks, and I got beer. And more importantly, I got mechanical parts. However, the zombies returned, as they always do, and there was a few of them, but just a rabble, really, and as long as I'm careful about it and don't overstay my welcome, you can see me here like backing up a little bit, just getting ready for the next swing, and just keeping them at arm's length, but still swinging all the way with the fences. And yeah, down they go. So after that I went back in and got my mechanical parts, which I used to make my crafting bench there, the workbench really I should say. And yeah, that's a big step forward because now the forged steel can be used and we can start making the big hard axes and pickaxes and shovels and just everything involved in that. So now we're at a really good stage. However, I realized that a lot of things I can't craft, like armor. I can't craft it. So I opened up a mine, as you can see. And I also realized that I needed to sort out the food situation, and something I wanted to do for a while was to create a farm. So I made myself a little farm. It's only small, but every farm starts out small. I managed to secure some aloe vera, some goldenrod, some, cotton, some corn there, and as things like progress, I'll just replant rather than eat, and I'll have to live off sham sandwiches for a little bit longer. And then I can switch over to the corn and make cornbread, which is going to really solve my food issues. The long-term food issues are now going to be pretty much a thing of the past. So as long as nothing breaks, I'll be okay. To that end, I will be keeping some spare seeds back in the main base. So if I need to, I can start over. As for the bases themselves, there are two of them, and I did promise one base, one hut, but that my storm shelter I would say I need until I can make my main base. I'm starting to think maybe I should expand the storm shelter and make almost like a drawbridge, and then I can switch between bases in the night and then like raise the drawbridge on night 7 so nothing can get across, and it's just me in the storm shelter, and then daybreak I put the drawbridge back down. I have made them before. They are a pain to make. They look really cool. They don't have a huge amount of use. But I want to make another one, so I feel like I should make a drawbridge. I want a proper like castle feel to it. But this will be more like bridging the gap between one hill and another, rather than an actual need for it. I'd have to build up, build across a bit, because the bases, they line up fairly well, but not 100%. But if I build up and across, I think I should be able to do it. So, after that, I decided to trek into the wilderness. There were some care packages dropped here, and this is me looking around for the care package that I opened earlier. Because I opened it up, and then I was attacked by a frost giant. And he came right at me, the lumberjack, I suppose. He just came right at me out of nowhere, and I had all this stuff ready to sell because I was sure that there was a market up here. I thought there was a trader. There wasn't, and I couldn't find one. But yeah, I did find the care package. I opened it up, I looked inside, there was some good stuff, and he came out of nowhere. I had to back off pretty quick because one hit took out half my health. You can see down in the left corner there. I got pretty gnarly. I got pretty messed up, and it was pretty gnarly for a while there. But, yeah, I fought him off. I finally killed him. I backed up. I shot a few arrows. But at one point, I had to sort of go round a tree. And then I thought, well, he like, flanked left on me, as they sometimes do. So I had to reline up the shot. And then I realized I just didn't know where I was. So I'd lost both care package, haven't gained nothing from it. My phone chiming in there. Thank you, phone. So then I found this gas station, and I thought, alright, okay, this isn't too bad. I can take this guy out long distance, run out of arrows. But I've still got my club, my handy club, and I thought, right, well, let's just usual tactic, back up. We're gonna be fine. He's gone down, which is excellent. Let's start wailing on his head as much as possible. And then I hear something. Yeah, horde of lumberjacks, and then it just became about running. And they sense you for ages. And you can see there's the other care package, and I don't know if I looked inside this or if I just ran right past it. I think at this point, yeah, I ran right past it because they were right on my heels. I could just hear them. And I didn't want to leave that loot, but I had no choice. They were right behind me, pretty far to go back to home, and I didn't really have the stamina, so I took a beer, and then I headed off and broke my leg. Fell a little bit there, but it's steep, but I didn't break my leg, I just took some damage. So then I just turned tail and ran all the way home, stopping briefly to get some stuff that I didn't need. I think the Winter Wonderland is going to be off limits for a little while until I get a bike. Until I get a means to get out there quickly, or if I get more stamina and more health and more life in general, then there's no real point in me going back there, because it's just really bad. There's lumberjacks and they're everywhere, and they really overwhelm you. So I made it home safe. I took some meds and I was okay. Leveled up and got my skill levels up and did what I could for my skill levels, and that's it basically. Tomorrow it's gonna be about just increasing the amount of stuff that I have, like wood and stone and mining, because now I have my workbench. That's a real step forward. That's a milestone. But I still haven't got any armor. I still haven't got any books to learn any tricks. I still haven't got, wow, there's so much I haven't got. And the only way I can learn all this is through books. So, and the only way I can get books is either if I find them in the wild or from a trader. And I can't remember where the first trader was. So I am stuffed right now. Until I can find books or a trader. At some point, a risky venture into the city might have to be done. But I really don't want to have to do that until I get a gun. Can't get a gun. Well, I can make a pistol. I've learned the recipe on a pistol. But until I get a gun, I don't really want to venture into the city just yet. But when I do get the gun, rather than waste all the bullets on shambling zombies or a Night 7 raid, we're going to use it to raid the city. We're going to find a library and we're going to learn stuff. And then we're going to turn tail and run when we run out of bullets. And then we're going to run into our own spikes and hopefully not die. See you in the next one. Hopefully that will be a thing.